Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Katie, and if you're new here, welcome as well. So I am back. Technically, I am not back for you. I mean, I've had videos up, but I pre-filmed and I've had all 4 of my wisdom teeth out as of last Monday, or well, by the time you're seeing this video, it was 2 weeks ago. But yeah, so it's been a journey. I do feel a lot better now, not in pain as much as I was. So thank you to everyone for praying and just thinking of me over here suffering. But I do feel a lot better. It's still weird in those places, like it feels weird and I still can't chew like completely solid food, but we'll get there eventually, hopefully. And I am looking forward to Italian food immensely looking toward Italian food and subs. So yes, anyways, I just wanted to have fun doing a journey through the Bible vlog. So if you missed it, you still have time. There's like 2-3 weeks left in October, but I do a journey through the Bible readathon every year. This is actually the second year, but I have my principal here, but we go through the Bible on different journeys and we do different prompts with different books. So if you missed it, I will put the announcement video down below and just check it out. It's a lot of fun and people have been enjoying it. Thank you for tagging me on Instagram. I made sure to like or comment on all of your posts that you tagged me in. I have enjoyed all of them and seeing all of them as I'm resting, but I've been coloring and I've been reading, so I'm listening to audiobooks, so it's been nice. But I decided to go on a little journey, so I'm going to be picking books that are kind of ones I need to get to for a video soon, and they fit perfectly into these prompts. So I'm going to be going in order of our journey. I feel like this is something I want to do next year. I don't know about you, but let me know down in the comments if you think this is going to be a fun idea. Like, what if we took this journey literally, where we had each step you had to complete before you moved on to the next step in the journey? I feel like that would be fun. Let me know if you want to do that next year. But I have all my books picked out. Technically, I haven't been doing too badly. So technically 5 of these books are the ones we're going on in this video. But I also have a couple that I actually have to add into it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and find the books that I want to read on my bookshelves. That took longer than I thought. Okay, actually not too bad. I knew where all the books were, so that's good. All right, so on our journey, I'm actually going to go in order of where the journey is going. So for where am I going, I'm decided in this vlog to go through and go into Babylon. So that was recent purchase, but I'm going to think of it as recently gotten from the library because yeah, I just wanted to do it that way. So I do have a physical copy, which I've owned for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, but I just got the audiobook on Hoopla. So that is the 3rd book in Julie Clausen's Tales from Ivy Hill, which is called The Bride of Ivy Green. So, I mean, check out this cover. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I am actually hopefully going to get this finished by tonight because I'm actually halfway through the audiobook right now. So I figured I better put this list first on my journey. So I'm halfway through. So far this series to me has only gotten average ratings, like between 3 and 3.5. I really like the stories and I do like the characters, but there are just so many characters. I felt like the first book, I think we had like 2 main characters, if I'm not mistaken. The second one, I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like there was so many main characters that's a little hard to follow. So I gave book number 2 3.5 stars. Little update before the end of the month wrap up. So I just finished that book as well. So this one, I'm halfway through and I'm thinking it's probably going to be about the same rating, which doesn't mean that I did not enjoy it. I am enjoying it. It's just I'm finding it harder to follow, I think, than other of her books. So I will be finishing this one. Yay. So excited to complete this one. So most likely you will not see the physical book again because I am listening to the audiobook. Although I might listen to the audiobook on most of these, but that's okay. So then for who are you going to meet? I decided to meet Samson, character with the long hair, and this is where these books are going to come in too. All in order too. How'd that go? Okay, so character with long hair. I am going to be reading the first book in this series. So we're going to be reading a whole series. We're going to read Stay With Me by Becky Wade. I'm so excited. I've been waiting to read this series, and I feel like it's a perfect time. I'm going to hopefully grab the audiobook so I can just fly through these within the next week. So I'm very excited to get to the first book in the, what is this called? Misty River Romance. But these are one of my favorite covers. I am going to be honest, I am not a fan of like realistic people on covers. I prefer animated covers, but this is one of my favorite ones. I really like the couple on the cover, the pose and everything, and the color choices, really spot on. So I'm very excited about this one. So I know it is a contemporary romance, and I'm excited that it's Blue Ridge Mountains because I love to visit there in books. I'm excited to see that Blue Ridge Mountain setting once again. So I'm very excited. So that is going to be book number 2 on this vlog. Book number 3, we're going to witness an event, and we're going to go ahead and do the 10 Commandments, which was a gifted book. And for that one, any guesses? That is book 2 of Becky Wade's series, Let It Be Me. This was a gifted book, and oh good, I do have the receipt in here, and that was from my lovely friend Caitlin over at Chronicles of a Book Nerd. So I will link her channel down below. But this is the second book, and actually I think all of these were gifted. I might have lost one receipt though by accident, which I'm so sad about. I think she might have gotten me 2. So that is my gifted book. And then, anybody guess what the third book is going to be? So something has happened. That prompt I picked for, oh, not yet. We're not doing the third book yet. For this one, I'm doing Exiled. Exiled, which was indie published. And for that one, we're going to skip that third book for a second. And we're going to read All the More by Tony Shiloh. So I believe it is indie published. So I'm going to go ahead and read this one. It is super short, which I'm really happy about because lately I have not been feeling in the mood for a physical book. Just, you know, the headaches, the pain. Thankfully, no more pain unless I eat, but I just haven't been feeling the mood for physical books. I've been reading or listening to mostly audiobooks. I haven't even read an ebook, which I really need to for a book review, but I decided to go with this one. It's nice and short. It'll get me back into physical book reading, and I just feel like I'm going to really love it because it's Tony Shiloh. 100%. And I got this off of her bookshelves. Like, she was doing an unhaul, and I'm like, yes, please, let me grab all of your books. So she had like 6 of them, and I was like, can you sign them and just send them over? Like, I just paid for shipping, and I was happy. So yeah, so she signed it kindly. So yay. But yeah, so I'll be reading this one. Okay. And then the last prompt, how do you escape? Pray and Jesus will help you. So for that one, I am going to read, there we go. I'm going to read the third book in that Becky Wade series, which is Turn to Me. So very excited. I think this is the biggest book in the series. But I think this one was gifted to me by my lovely friend. So this was gifted from Taylor over at Tales and Treats with Tay. So I will link her channel down below as well. So that was gifted. And I'm going to bring these downstairs so I can put those notes in the front and paste them in there so I don't lose them. I found the note. I found the note for Stay With Me. I'm like, I know Amanda gifted me one. And she gifted me this one. So thank you, Amanda, over at Book Lover Amanda, for gifting me this one. I'm like, I thought somebody gave me 2, but I was wrong. So I found the note. And I'm going to use, this is a handy tip. I put washi tape, at least now I do. Back in the day I didn't. But I put washi tape. And I washi tape in my notes in the front. So that's what I'm going to do with all 3 of these before I forget. So those are the books. They're not in the order of what I'm reading them, but those are the books that I'm planning on reading in this vlog. It is now Wednesday the 11th. Yes, that sounds right. The 11th of October. And I'm hoping to get all these read before Tuesday of next week. So we have 6 days to finish 6 books. It's doable. I have done it in the past, but I also need to try to get a review book done. I was actually planning on putting a review book in here, but I wanted to actually put like a whole series in here because it felt weird just putting in 1 or 2 of a series and not the other 1 or 2. So yeah, so that's the plan. We're going to go ahead and read these. Hey guys, just a quick update for this reading vlog. It is Saturday the 14th. I think, yeah, 14th. And so I am continuing in my journey through the Bible readathon, and I'm happy to say that I finished 2. Technically, I added an extra book into my journey with you all in this vlog. So I did finish The Bride of Ivy Green by Julie Clausen for Visiting Babylon, which was a recent purchase, recently gotten from the library. So I did read it, so that completes the trilogy. And then the second book that I read that was extra, I read the novella that was part of that series, which is called An Ivy Hill Christmas by Julie Clausen. So that completes that entire series and I'm done with it. So I used An Ivy Hill Christmas for the prompt in Who Are You Going to Meet for Jacob and Esau, Enemies to More. So I could just skip another Who Are You Going to Meet, but I wanted to complete another series in this video. So I have started Stay With Me by Becky Wade, and I have been listening to the audiobook, which I do love the audiobook because there is multiple narrators throughout, and I love that so much. I think there's three narrators, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I'm currently halfway through this book. So far I'm really enjoying it. This one deals a lot with drug addiction. Our main character, she is a Bible study author, and she has a past where something happened where she was in an accident and it injured her leg. So she started taking pain meds, and then she ends up becoming addicted to them. So she's trying to stop the addiction and finally seeking help. This man who, right in the beginning of the book, he finds her sleeping on his couch in a like a rental cabin place that he has, and he's like, I have no idea who she is. Who is this girl? And she ended up passing out, and so she stopped over and slept on his couch. So she ends up now kind of renting his place, but he has some rules that she has to follow in order to get clean and stay clean, and in order to stay in the house. So I'm really enjoying it. Of course, there's a romance in it. I mean, obviously, but haven't really gotten into the romance part. We're kind of getting like the crush feels. So it is a slow burn romance, which is good. Sometimes I like insta love, but I do also like slow burn romance too, which this is a good one so far. So I'm going to continue that one. I made myself a nice cup of tea in my Ursula mug. And just realizing this is the first mug you've seen this year. I usually have a mug in almost every video throughout the fall and winter. So it's the first mug of the season. I'm so happy. This is actually one of my favorite ones, and it's the perfect temperature right now, so that's good. And I've also been recently getting back into coloring, and I'm very excited because as of next month, I've been thinking about starting a coloring channel on YouTube as well. So I'll be sharing like my color plans for the month, color wrap-ups, maybe coloring book flip-throughs. I'm not sure if I want to do like color alongs, like live coloring, but could be. But stay tuned. I will of course announce that on this channel too, so in case you are a fan of adult coloring books, then hang out with me. But I got this freebie on the Facebook group, so this is my most recent coloring page. So I'm really enjoying it. It's a bunch of pumpkins in a glass jar, which I think is perfect for fall. So I've been using of course make-believe colors, because are there purple pumpkins? I've probably seen like very pale pink pumpkins that are real, but like purple, probably not. But I have been enjoying coloring this, and there was like a competition going on, how many pumpkins you could color. I don't know if there's a prize in it, but I've just been having fun coloring. So there's that. So it's been a lot of fun coloring. You might see some coloring in this vlog, maybe. But yeah, so I've just been having fun with that. And I think that's all the update I have for you. I'll update more as I complete this series. going on? Okay. Anyways, so it is Wednesday. Yeah, still Wednesday. Got 10 minutes until it's Thursday when you see this video. But I wanted to update you on what I have read so far in this vlog. I did do my nails tonight. I actually really love them. I don't know if you can tell, but they are glittery, but I really can't see it. Oh well. Anyways, so I have some reading updates. I guess it's been a romance vlog, actually. I mean, yeah, that's all I've been reading for this whole vlog. And that's okay, because it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, I have finished 3 books since I have updated you all. I don't think I updated you on the first book that I finished, but I did end up finishing the first 2 books in a Mr. River romance. I'm hoping to get the 3rd book done in this vlog. I don't know. I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try. I listened to it at like 2.7 speed, so it could happen. It can happen. But I did finish Stay With Me and Let It Be Me, and I did review both of these, or just the first one, I think, so far on Goodreads, and I enjoyed both. Definitely this one, Stay With Me. I shared my thoughts on Goodreads already, but I ended up giving this one 5 stars, possibly close to more to 4.5, but I still really enjoyed this one, especially since I was really connected with the main character, Genevieve, in this. I've talked about my my struggle with addictions, and I'm working my way to becoming sober in my addictions as well, and just her story and her writing, and how I learned from the author Becky how she really got friends to help her with the addiction aspect, and helped her to really make sure she wrote the story right. And I really loved it. So that was the first book. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, so I ended up reading the 2nd book right away, because this vlog I did want to go in order of the journey. So I did read Let It Be Me. This one's about a girl who and a guy, Sebastian, who used to be a former foster kid, and Leah, she's a high school teacher who is pretty much like a super genius girl who ends up having to take care of her brother instead of going to college. So she ends up getting a job as a high school teacher instead of going to college and getting a better degree. So we're seeing some secrets happening. I don't know if I can say that, but some surprising results come up with a DNA test that she takes, and that's not a spoiler, that's on the back of the book. But yeah, another romance. I think I'm gonna give this one probably, I'm thinking 4 stars. I think I still enjoyed it, but not as much as I think as the first one. So 4 stars for this one. And then I finished a 3rd book. So I finished All the More by Tony Shiloh. Very short book. Finished it in 1 day. Probably could have finished it in half a day, but a friend came over today, so I didn't have time to read it. But actually I did finish it in half a day. I think I started it early today, and then I finished it later tonight. But I really enjoyed this one. I think I'm going to give this one either 4 or 4.5 stars. I really liked it. I love all of Tony's books. So this one is about a girl named Layla, and she is handicapped and in a wheelchair due to having a tumor in her back removed, and she's semi-paralyzed. So she is a total video gamer, and she's been talking to this man online for over a year now, and she has to go to where he actually lives to help with some wedding plans for a friend. And so he's like, I would love to meet you. Why don't we get together and meet? And she's terrified because he doesn't know that she's in a wheelchair. So she kind of hides that fact from him when they first meet, and until she comes back home and he ends up surprising her and coming to live where she is. And then it's finally revealed, and we'll see if there's a romance blossoming. But it was really cute, and I absolutely loved Tony's banter in this book. Her banter between her love interest is just so great. I love her. I love her banter. It's really cute. It's super cheesy, but like adorable cheese. And so yeah, it was just so cute. So yeah, so those are the 3 books that I finished so far. And then I have one more. And I think I already talked about the first book that I read in this blog. But yeah, so 3 books finished in the past few days, and then I'm going to hopefully finish the last one. If I don't, this will be the end of the vlog. But yeah, so I thought I'd share a little bit of the shopping. I shared like a couple clips of shopping with my mom. We went to the store, saw some Christmas stuff, and I did end up buying that jar that you saw. I have plans for it next year, so I actually already have the label written out, and I'm very excited to share that with you. Not sure, I might share it next month, maybe December, depending on when I want to, but it'll be fun and it'll be interactive with you all for next year. It'll be lots of fun. Okay, so yeah, I want to go and hopefully maybe read another hour maybe before bed, unless I'm really tired, because I'm really tired. But anyway, so yeah, that's the update. Okay, so I'll update you if I actually finish another book. Hey guys, so guess what? I finished the last book in time to finish this vlog on Thursday. I am so happy about that. So I completed 5 books for the Journey Through the Bible Readathon. I am so happy that I got to complete this. So yay! So I'm gonna do a quick overview again of what I read. So I finished The Bride of Ivy Green, plus I finished Christmas at Ivy Hill, I believe it's called. That's the novella that I read. Might as well show the cover since I have them. That's that one. And then the next one, All the More by Tony Shiloh. And then I read all 3 books in the Misty River romance series by Becky Wade. So I have not talked about the 3rd one yet, but I really enjoyed the entire series. As a whole, I think it's like 4.5 stars. Wasn't quite 5 stars, but I really loved the series as a whole. The 3rd book, which was this one? Yes, Turn to Me. I just finished this one and really enjoyed it. I think this one actually might be 5 stars. And it might be my favorite in the series. It's kind of tied with the first one because in this one, honestly, if you've read it, my favorite parts in this book were of Luke, who is an ex-con and he's working for a animal rescue center, and he ends up being in charge of taking care of this little puppy, and just parts with him and the puppy were so funny. They were so cute, and I love those parts. And I honestly, I'm not gonna say it because it's a spoiler, but I wish something happened, but it didn't with the dog. But that's okay. But it was so cute. And the romance I really liked in this one. I think it was the second one, I think. Which was the second one? Now I'm confused because I can't remember which one was which. I had to look back in the book. Let It Be Me was the second one. I feel like Let It Be Me, the romance was probably my least favorite, I think. Yeah, I think it was my least favorite. But the other 2, I really loved both the romances, especially since Stay With Me had an Australian guy. And this one, I mean, I really love when ex-con like finds his faith and finds a girl that could really love him besides being in prison and stuff. And I really loved it. So yeah, so I completed all of them. I'm sure all of my friends are screaming right now that I actually finished the entire series in this vlog. So I am just happy that I got to finish it. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun, and it was definitely fun to finally finish these 3 books. I'm very excited that I did. So I can mark these off my list. And actually, these are 3 books that are for a future video as well. So stay tuned for that. That might come up hopefully in the next couple weeks. But thankfully they're done. I'm so happy that they're done, and I can count them on my, I should have like a I've already read these books bookshelf, but that's okay. But yeah, so very excited that these are finally complete. So I hope you enjoyed this fun vlog with me reading all romance books this week. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.